Okay. Currently live on the YouTube and also on TikTok. So if you're joining, please make sure you stay in tune with us. So let me see the video. If I can get the video to you guys, I will share the videos with um, to you guys as well. So we're live on Twitch and TikTok and also on the YouTube as well. Let me see. Waiting for people to join us on the YouTube. Hi, thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining. Okay. Interestingly, what I want to say is I'll start from telling you guys just that the topic is there. So let's wait a little bit. Let me just see how I can get back to my TikTok right now. I will. I was just trying to send a video that I want to show to you guys. I've actually got the clip. So let me see if I can share it with myself. Airdrop it. Hi guys. Okay, now I think I can as well go now and talk about these things. For those of you guys that are on TikTok, the topic is clear. Let me just highlight this out there. Now, as you can see, yesterday, Nigerian president was talking. And then he made a statement yesterday. Many people have always been doubting that Mr. President did not go to school in Chicago, that the certificate is forged and all that. And yesterday, the president put everything to rest. He put it to rest finally. And it was wonderful when he did. As Nigerians, we have it. People have to go and start researching again about the Alex that Mr. President introduced as his schoolmate. And it was very, very funny. Hold on, let me see. Mr. President was talking yesterday in Abuja, and then he introduced the guy, Alex. And the president said, Alex is his schoolmate from Chicago, and many other things. Before I go into that, I want to really thank you guys on the YouTube, especially our regular visitors, people that come on this platform and actually spend time and hours listening to what we have to say. As a small community on the YouTube, we are not popular. So we depend on you to share what we are doing. If you agree with some of the messages that you agree with on this platform. My main priority is awakening of our people, asking questions so that these politicians, these influencers, and our pastors can tell us less lie and more truth. And this is why I am running the page. I'm not running the page because I like to ferment trouble, because a lot of people actually think this page is troublemaker. It is a troublemaker in one sense because we ask questions. We are not the kind of people that just kept quiet without asking questions. We ask serious questions. And today's question is going to the president. Now, the president was talking yesterday and he introduced a schoolmate of his in Abuja. He said, this guy is my schoolmate from Chicago State University. Now, the history of the president and the Chicago State University, many Nigerians or observers know it. A lot of people doubt if the president ever attended the school. Now, to put the doubters to rest yesterday, the president went and introduced a white guy from Belarus named Alex as his schoolmate. The president said, oh, I should fix my audio. Sorry about that. Sorry. Am I clear now? Oh, no wonder. Thank you, John. I'm going to start again. For those of you guys on YouTube, the people on TikTok could not hear me because of my audio issue. Thank you, John. Thank you. The people on TikTok could not hear me. So I'm going to start again. I was talking about the picture you are looking at on the TikTok is the picture of Mr. President yesterday in an event. I don't know what he was launching, to be honest. To be honest with you, I'm no longer interested in following this guy program anymore. But it is very, very important to bring what happened yesterday to you guys. A lot of Nigerians have been questioning Mr. President and his school record, especially when it comes to Chicago State University, where he said he attended. But the president went as far as possible yesterday to prove the doubters wrong in Nigeria. He introduced to us a schoolmate, a colleague, a neighbor of his. According to the president, they attended the same school together in Chicago. And they live close to each other's house in Chicago. As destiny will have it, today the president, Tinubu, is the president, and Mr. Alex is a businessman. Now they are now working together to enhance development in Nigeria. Now, who is more qualified to be introduced as Mr. President schoolmate? Alex. And Alex was introduced, and Alex stood up, and Alex bowed yesterday, and the thousands of people in attendance clapped their hand. Now I'm telling you now, this is Nigerian president talking, not this is number one citizen in the country. So his word hold water. His authority hold water. Now, what did the president say that make Nigerians to start researching and questioning things? He introduced somebody that he has never introduced before. We will always say that, who is Mr. President's schoolmate? Who did he attend the school with? Who is this guy? We don't know him. We always say this. But the president went ahead and introduced somebody yesterday. And the person, let me just share it. TikTok is recommending to share it. Let me share it. Sorry, guys. 15. Thank you. If TikTok recommend it, I'll have to do it because we are rebuilding our account back for some reason. So we have to be following it up so that our algorithm can be back again. Please, sorry about, I apologize. And if you can also share it on your own link, it's good as well. We'll appreciate it. Now, the president introduced this guy and everybody was clapping. The Nigerians went and started researching. First of all, point number one is a Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is 73 years old. Official age, record, 73 years old. 73 years old. And also on the public record and the document that Mr. President submitted, he claimed he attended the Chicago State University in 1977 stroke 1979. I think it was a 2-year project or program, 1977 to 1979, about 40-something years ago. The president was very happy to introduce this character called Alex. Now, this is where the problem is. When we research it, Alex is 58 years old man from Belarus. Let me just give some little content on this. Age falsification in Europe is 0. Age is age in Europe because date of birth is public record in the country. It's very, very important. So you cannot falsify age. It's very hard to falsify age in this country or in Europe, basically. So Alex is 58 years old. Not just is he Alex 58 years old, he looked that, and he also, his posture, you'll be able to put age bracket when you look at somebody. Tinubu is 73 years old. Now, this is where it gets tricky for my people in Nigeria. And for those of us that are still thinking outside the box and asking questions. If the president is 73 years old today, and Alex is 58 years old, How old do you think Alex was in 1977 when the president said Alex is not just his schoolmate, Alex was his neighbor? Thank you, Emeka. You are more than right. In 1977, Alex will be 10 years old. Alex is not an American. Alex is a Belarus. So Alex is 10 years old. Mr. President is telling Nigerians that Alex was his neighbor. Not just a neighbor, also a classmate. Please, ladies and gentlemen, this is story that your president is telling you. I'm not saying he's lying, but it's not adding up. If Alex joined the president in 1979, Alex would have been 12 years old in 1979. If Alex started with the president in 1977, Alex would be 10 years old in 1977. Once again, this is what you are hearing. This is a man in charge of whole Nigeria. But why do you think the president could say something like this to you? Why? That is how he get to the top. This is how Mr. President got to be president. All his life, he's been lying and he's been getting his way. Nigerians are not used to truth. We're not used to it. When you speak the truth, people attack you. So you have to double up to lie to them, and they will lift you up. You become their number one hero. In short, you don't even need to tell them the truth. Just ask them to verify what they are hearing. They will get a problem with you. How dare you question them to verify what they are hearing? Just ordinary verification with themselves. Just ask them, engage that part of your brain that verifies stories. Now, the reason why we're able to bring these stories out, and many bloggers are now taking it and other people are pushing it, is because it is obvious lie. It is impossible for Alex to have been in university in 1977 or in 1979. Alex is 10 years old. Alex wouldn't have been a university student at that time. Now, we know. Let me ask you guys, do you think the president is lying? Do you think the president made these lies up? It's a question. For those of you guys on TikTok and YouTube, the comment section is there. I want to know your mind. I want to know. And if you're on Twitch, by the way, I stream on Twitch now. Is the president lying, or do you think the president is saying the truth? Because in my own, it is impossible for Alex to be president mate, schoolmate in 1977. For Alex to be president neighbor in 1977, in 1980, in 1985. Let's even push it further. Alex must have finished primary school at the age of 1 month, then secondary school at the age of 5 years or 4 years, whatever. It doesn't add up. I don't know. I don't even want to say anything more. But this is your president. Microphone, camera, and they will tell you anything. And the president is not alone in this era of misinformations and utter lies. The president is not alone in all of this. It is what everybody is doing that the president is doing. It is what sells. Truth don't sell, especially saying it to Nigerians. It doesn't work. They don't like you. They don't want you to challenge them. They just want to believe in what they want to believe, and that is it. They just want to move on with their life. They are happy to be lied to. Now, for those of you guys that normally come on my account and question me and tell me that I should not criticize or I should not ask questions, what do you think the president's supporters supposed to do to us now? Cancel us? Report our account? Arrest us? No, what do you think the president supporters supposed to do to us? Can you recommend what you are doing to this account to them? Tell them to report my account. Tell them to arrest us. Tell them to send troll to the page and insult us. All for asking that, Mr. President, what you just said doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. Like, we can just say, Mr. President, this one way they do, now lie, you they lie. It don't make sense. Or make we just keep quiet because the president said the truth yesterday. Today lie, make we overlook him. Because now the thing when they tell us be that too. This is why our page don't they grow anymore. Because una they report, una they abuse, una they insult, una know they like truth. Una get on our own God for Nigeria, we be say nobody fit talk about. The president used his own mouth to say that in 1977, he had a schoolmate. Thank you, Flora. He had a schoolmate called Alex. The president attended the University of Chicago, 1977, 1979. The president today is 58, is 73 years old. If the president is 73 years old, by his age, let us count 73 years old. We're in 2025, right? Somebody that is born in 1970, somebody that attended school in 1977, the person is, well, I'm going to try to minus it now. 2025 minus 1977. When the president attended the university in Chicago in 1977, the president was already around 40-something years old man, 48. And Alex is 10 years old. Alex was born, Alex's age today is 58 years old. Alex is 58 years old today. The president is 73 years old. The president said Alex was his schoolmate in 1977. Now, come on, guys. I need somebody on TikTok to help me out here. Emeka?
Boss, well done.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you very much. You know, Nigeria has become a joke. Nigeria is becoming a joke. And everything about Nigeria is getting into a pin collection center. Now, This president, everything about him seems to be missing. The president's daughter is 65 years old.
Yes.
The president himself is 73 years old.
Yes.
Now, his classmate, his university classmate or roommate or whosoever he is.
Neighbor as well. The guy is a neighbor. The guy is a schoolmate as well.
Now, he's 50-something years old. How old is Mr. President?
Child.
He was once a senator. How old was he when he became a senator? You know, these things are the things that you think about Nigeria and you begin to shiver and ask yourself a question. Do we really have a nation?
We don't.
These things are why the country is not moving forward. Like when you go to some media spaces now, you see them talking trash, telling the president as if we are living in the moon. We have no bearing, we have no direction, we have no latitude that we are operating on.
Do you think what is happening now? Do you think the president know exactly what he's doing? He just selling market because he knows what the people want to hear. They don't like the truth. Because I'm not going to blame the president. At this point, I don't blame the president. I don't blame the pastors. I don't blame influencers. Because that is what they are yearning for. That is what the people are hungry for. You do not sell what the people are not buying.
They said a man with one eye is a king in a country that everybody is blind. So over 2 million or 200 millions of Nigerians, professors, technocrats, engineers, doctors are blind. In fact, their professorship doesn't count. Because yesterday I was watching a professor telling Adam Soshomole to address him as a professor. And Adam Soshomole is telling him that he should not carry his certificates or professorship around because he's not in no longer teaching or in the education sector again. I said, what?
Yes.
So this is the level we are heading into.
Yes. You see, the reason why I appreciate people like you is this: is you people, you are asking questions, and many things concerns you when you listen to speech like that. But I can tell you there are 100 people right now that will defend this speech till tomorrow. And when you are pointing to them, look at this. They will say, no, this man is a good man. If you look at what is happening in our social media space, people like us cannot survive anymore on social media. We are what you call a protest. Now we have many options. Neither we join the crowd or we stay off completely. This man is the president of Nigeria. This man looked at us eye to eye and said, I have a schoolmate. Does he not know that Nigerians are going to check who Alex is? His age, his records.
I don't blame the man any longer.
Yes.
Like I told you that people like Rino Omokri will do everything humanly possible by tomorrow morning to defend this nonsense.
But why hold on a second, sir? The media houses that are giving Reno Omokre's platform they are also the complacent in all of this. They are not going to give platform to people. They want controversy. Because Reno Omokre, lack of him in the UK, they will be laughing at you like, are you okay? This doesn't make any sense. Regardless of what your support are for this president, you can't be. This actually exposed Mr. President. But this is what is happening, brother. This is what is happening. I say, I still hold it to my heart. A pastor stood up in Nigeria and he said he told a member to enter toilet in Germany and come out in France. And the member stood up and clapped their hand.
To be honest with you, it's a shame. It's a shame when you say you're in Nigeria.
Yes. It's no longer your passport now. Let me tell you, it's no longer your passport that is a problem. It's you as a person coming out and even identifying as one, already tag you that you are myopic, you know, get sense. You know, get sense. Like, it don't make sense at all. So when they talk like this, people go just they attack us. My page don't suffer. My page don't suffer because I ask questions. I don't just accept. I don't just accept. So I they explain tire on top of this platform.
The next thing they will not tag you is obedient.
Yes.
Obedient. Obe this. Obe that.
I'm an obedient.
But the question I want to ask, the question I want to ask, more especially my Yoruba brothers, is after 2031, if this man eventually wins 2027, what next?
They don't care.
What?
They don't care. And I think
they don't care.
I think Nigeria deserves Tinubu 4 years, another 4 years. I'm being honest with you. I want the most. I don't think Nigeria deserve Obi. Nigeria deserve what they are bargaining for right now. Do you watch about a couple of weeks ago? Wike came out and told Nigerians that he spent 39 billion to renovate a conference center.
And we clapped.
And people kept quiet. 39 billion. Hold on. 39 billion. That is about $25 million to renovate a conference center. A conference center that Nigeria don't use. There's nothing useful that ever take place in that place. Wike came out and said he spent 39 billion. Governor of Kogi State is going through trial of corruption. Former governor Bello. On his birthday, the president tweeted to congratulate him for his birthday. Yeah, I just want you to understand. The man was arrested. The man is under investigation by the government of the day. Even though I know they are joking. But the presidency wished the man a happy birthday. There's no moral code anymore. Zero. Everybody just do what they want. Those of us that are questioning things, we are the troublemaker. We are the troublemaker. When we ask questions, they call us troublemaker. Nigerians have donated the larger part of their head to influencers, politicians, and they're no longer reasoning to church pastors. Yes, he says schoolmate. Yes, the president says schoolmate. Somebody said the president says schoolmate. He said the guy is his schoolmate. Okay, I can play it again. his schoolmate, his neighbor. I want you to understand. He said, who would have thought we will grow up for me to be president and you are doing business? What do you understand by that? It's as simple as ABC. I'm going to play it because I don't want to be misquoted. I'm going to play it. I don't want to be misquoted. See why I'm trying. I'm going to play it, please. Apology, guys. We have the video here. It was very clear what he said there, though. It was very, very clear what the president said. So because somebody's saying on the YouTube that the president says schoolmate, not classmate. 1977. You don't call somebody your schoolmate just because you people attend school. You call somebody schoolmate if he was in the school you are in at the time you are there, at the time he was there. That's how you call people schoolmate. If you attend DMGS Onitsha and I attend DMGS Onitsha, you finish in 2000 and you finish your school in 2005, and I finish my school years later. You're not my schoolmate. We attended the same school. So the president said it clearly. His schoolmate, classmate, that's what it means. So let's establish that one. He lied. But Mr. President is not lying to you. It's what people want to hear. Nigerian people are not ready for the truth again. So everybody is giving you guys boozer, every corner. Every corner. So if we ask questions like this, people will say, oh, why are you pushing it? Another one will come tomorrow, and next tomorrow, and day after next tomorrow. There with time, our eye go open. And I do hope it will not be too late that time. I do honestly hope it will not be too late. Because the way things are going at the moment, people like us will soon get tired and we will stop asking questions. I'm not going to grow beer for people again that don't want to learn. I'm not doing it. The president was very clear. Very, very clear. But since we're not ready to learn, we'll keep believing in the lies, and they will keep feeding us with it, and they will keep telling us all sorts of things. Because some of these people, they don't even have a right anymore to the truth. They don't deserve it. From the pastors to people that we follow on internet, this is what you hear all day long. More bazoo, more lies, more unnecessary drama. And when we ask questions, people will say we should stop asking. They want us to change the topic. The president was not lying when he said that yesterday. I know many of you guys will say, oh, what do you mean again? You are confusing. No, he was not lying. He was only selling market. It is you who buy the market. When you see your bloggers, your influencers, they are selling market. It's you that keep on buying the same bad product for yourself without calling them out. Your pastors are selling market. They are not even hiding it anymore, that they are into misinformation. But you are the one that keep on believing it. And I keep saying, I don't know how you can argue with somebody who sat down. When a pastor look at them, he say he tells somebody to enter toilet in Germany and appear in France. And that man still have a member the next Sunday. Is beyond my understanding. Or bloggers, influencers that are lying. You can see that they are lying. Very Dark Man is one of them. He knows. But you people will worship him till tomorrow. Then Harrison, Daddy Freeze. But you people will worship him till tomorrow. It's unfortunate. So the more fake news, the more lies, the bigger stage you give them. The bigger microphone you people give them. Sylvester, are you there? Sylvester. Somebody say, I am a big fan of APC. Me. Sorry, I don't support any political party at the moment. I don't support APC. I supported Peter Obi during the election, and I'm waiting for him to make his declaration. Then we can see where we move from there. I support logic. And just for the fact that I support Peter Obi does not mean I cannot criticize Peter Obi. So if Peter Obi is not doing well, I will also criticize him. So I am not that kind of a person. What I'm trying to teach on our platform is Nigerians should get their priority right so that people like Mr. President have nowhere to hide with a lie like this. It doesn't matter whether you support president or not. This kind of statement, it's called for explanation. Let him explain what he meant by that. The guy you say is your schoolmate is 58 years old. The last time Mr. President attended school was 1979, 1977 to 1979. The president is 73 years age, 73 years old. Alex, the guy the president introduced yesterday, is 58 years old. If Alex is 58 years old today, that means Alex would have been 10 years old in 1977. If Alice joined Mr. President in 1979, Alice would have been 12 years old. But Mr. President said Alice is his schoolmate. Now, make it make sense for me, guys. Let somebody make it make sense. And Alice is not just Mr. President's schoolmate. Alice also is Mr. President's friend and neighbor. So Alice bought a house or rent a house in 1979 as 10-year-old from Belarus in Chicago. Help me make it make sense, guys. I don't blame the president. That is how he got to where he is today. And this just gives me another reason to ask Thunder to locate many of una. We need to let us talk in this platform. We need to let us ask questions. The way Akpabio will get to where he is, now lie from one lie to the other, he got to the top. The way Mr. President get to the top, lie, no challenge, no questions. Today, we are creating another people. Another segment of people, we they create them. People where they know if he ask questions. People where they do anyhow on internet. People will be saying na packaging of lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. Then they talk. Una they follow them. Una they worship them. Una no let us talk. When we talk, una go tell us say, our papa. God they watch you. So I am not interested in anymore trying to even beg una to listen to reasoning. I go to show una the pictures. I go to show una the story. No more need to lie. No more. I go to show una the story. I go to show una the story. So people will still get their senses, will still get their brain, will see the reason, they go to see what you they see. I'll show you one story now. I will definitely show you one story. Because when would they ask question, people go say, Mr. Ben, why you they ask question like this? Why don't you just move on? This person is trying. The president is trying. Now, and if you they verse, what do you expect the president supporter to do to us now when they talk? Make it a report our account. make it a cancel us. What do you want make the people where they support the president do to us now? Make they cancel us. May they report our account. Make they report us. Make they tell us all sorts of things. The story I wanted to show to you, I think I got it now. I will definitely show it to you guys. Then I just want you to, especially those of you guys that can see it, the body language, everything that you can think of. Let it make sense for you. This is the story. I'm going to play it.
So when he got there, they said the police people told him that the girl, that was what they told my colleague.
So the story you are hearing now, it has nothing to do with what we are talking about. It has something to do with what influencers have been able to do with your mind. This is Daddy Freeze listening to this story live. And Daddy Freeze is a voice. He could have put a stop to the nonsense he's listening to. But why do you think Daddy Freeze was sitting down there, yawning, nodding his head? Why do you think he's doing that? Because this is what the people want to hear. Daddy Freeze is a smart man. He knows exactly this is a falsehood, this is a lie. But Daddy Freeze was selling market. He was selling market. And the buyers are you, not me. I was the one questioning it. Now, if you are watching the video on TikTok, all you need to do is to just look under the video and see the comments that are coming up. Arrest Ben. That Ben in UK, get sense. Because I was questioning this story from the very afternoon. I'm like, this is nonsense. What is this guy talking about? How do you guys listen to this and you cannot see the picture behind it? There's something going on. Listen.
That it was said kidnapping, that these people, these girls, you don't know them, that they want to forge fake, they're missing, and then extort money from the mom. And then that was what they told my colleagues. I said, no, but let's not do petition to Zone 9. We don't write petition to Zone 9 for case transfer. So after like 4 days after I wrote petition, I got a call that some team of officers from IG office.
So now, for those of you guys who don't have background to this story, this is the amount of this story now. 2 people are missing now. The suspect is already gone. So it's a very serious story that I keep pushing because the war of Nigeria to get through is too strong. But I am persistent. And I've been doing this particular story for 1 year now. And I'm getting a breakthrough. But I need people that still have their intellectual with them to listen to yourself and ask yourself, why is this guy telling this story? Number one. Another question you need to ask yourself, who benefit from this story? Number 2. Number 3 question, who sent him for this story? Number 4, begin to put hole on what you are hearing. Number 5, make a final decision what to do with what you've heard. This is what we are doing on this platform. We hear, we research, we analyze. We don't just hear and accept it. Now, Harrison is talking here last year on this case to Daddy Freeze. This was the day Harrison announced the death of Andrew. Harrison is not a police. Harrison is not a law enforcement officer. Is not a lawyer. Is not a police spokesperson. Why do you think he turned on ring light? Daddy Freeze invited him. Why do you think Daddy Freeze also sat there and listening to this? Money. Daddy Freeze is paid so that this story can come up to his platform, to a wider Nigerians audience that are hungry for misinformation. When I confronted Daddy Freeze with this story, he was ashamed. He began to beg. I asked him, who paid you to allow this to go unchecked? And there are still many people that still believe in this story. This was all cooked up lies. Listen.
The IGP, FIB, came to carry the case file. I said, what happened? Who wrote petition? I know that we wrote petition to IG for transfer. We wrote to AIG in Umaya. He said, one of the relatives said he wrote a petition that he's sorry that he didn't let me know that he wrote a petition to IG for case transfer in Abuja, But he heard that the Ghanaian embassy complained to IG over the matter. So IG transferred the case to IROT for them to take over the case. Because such case of kidnapping and high-profile cases, they always refer to IROT, Intelligence Response Team, in Abuja to handle the case. So they now came to our Umuahia to pick up the suspect, pick up the case file. So when they got to Umuahia, they had challenges of picking the case file, according to them, that the police refused to hand over the case file to them, that they are still investigating. Over 2 weeks in custody, Andrew could not tell them where Celine and Afiba is. He could not tell them that this is what happened to them. This was what transpired.
And this is where the problem is. Over 2 weeks in the police custody, Andrew could not tell them where is Celine and Afiba. Andrew told them. Andrew told them they left his house. The police also said they checked. Their investigation is that these girls are on a self-kidnapped. The phones are pinging. They are coming offline and online. Andrew is with the police. Andrew wouldn't have been doing it. The police have spent 2 weeks with Andrew in a cell. So Andrew told them, I did not have this girl. They left. So when Harrison is telling you Andrew did not tell them, you cannot confess to a crime that you have not committed. I don't know what Harrison meant by that. But the more he talks, the more I catch him. This story is going to be interesting. The ending of the story is coming very soon. For those of you guys who remember the story last year, those two girls have not still been seen. Andrew have not seen justice. Harrison has moved on to another lies and another lies and another lies, another lies. I am still here talking about the case. All the YouTubers who joined the case, they have run They have moved on to the next content. I am still here talking about the case. And I am supposed to be a conspirator. I am supposed to be an accomplice. I want you to listen to some of the statements that are coming from Harrison and ask yourself, why do you think Mr. President will come out and lie to the nation? Because Nigerians only like lies. They don't like truth. You can't be speaking the truth and rise to the top. You have to be a liar, a manipulator, and a bad one for that matter. If you're too good, because if Mr. President is good in lying, Mr. President will not come up and say, I attended university in 1979, 1977, and my schoolmate then, as of that time, the guy was just 10 years old. The guy would not have been in Chicago State University at 10 years of age. The internet is our friends. We can research. So we've come up that Alex is 58 years old man. So Mr. President, as of the time, was 40-something years old man. A 10-year-old and 40-something year old man cannot be schoolmate. So the president lied. But when he said this statement, people were clapping for him. He has a soldier behind him. He has the whole Nigerian military behind him. He is the head of the government of Africa's most populated nation. This is how he rises to the top. 1 lie, 2 lie, 3 lie, 4 lie, 5 lie to the presidency. Now, anytime you sat there and you say, Mr. Ben, why are you challenging Harrison? Because Harrison has more chance to be a senator than myself today. Because you have refused to hold him responsible. Just like our old generation refused to hold Tinubu responsible. Today, Tinubu is your president. Tomorrow may be Harrison. I have no personal plan against him, but I have problem with Nigerians that are listening to this and they kept quiet. Now, in more than 18 minutes, Daddy Freeze offer 4 words. 4 words. Harrison keep talking. The comment section was filled up. Well done, Harrison. God bless you. You are the best. You have tried. And nobody is asking questions. That was when I joined this case. And I was asking the same question I am asking now. Last year. Listen.
So this thing, we're able to get contact, and they took this Andrew and took Andrew to Abuja. So on their way to Abuja, at the station, you know, they took some properties from Andrew's house, his phones, the bag of Helene.
They took some properties from Andrew's house. Bag of Celine. His phone, his spoon. So the police went to Andrew's house and they searched and they arrested Andrew. And Harrison is telling you they picked some properties from Andrew's house. So when the police arrived in Umuahia, the IRT officers, the Umuahia police say, we are not giving you Andrew. We are investigating this matter. According to Harrison, the police made some phone calls. Who did they make calls to? Then the Umuahia police released Andrew to them. Listen, oh.
That the victims, the man's computers, laptops, and the rest of them. So the man owns the Mercedes Benz, so they have to put all those stuff inside the boot of the Mercedes Benz. Now carry the man and tell him to enter the bus, the Toyota Hiace bus, a white Toyota Hiace bus. So the officers drove the Mercedes Benz with one of the officers while this Hiace bus was behind driving. They were now traveling from Aba through Enugu to Benue State, heading to.
So the police released Andrew to these officers. Those officers then took Andrew to his house. They then took Andrew's Mercedes. It was IG of police that say Andrew should be transferred to Abuja. According to the petition, IG of police requested that Andrew should be moved to Abuja.
You're like, okay, go there. We're running back. Yeah, no, I remember it was raining. It wasn't raining.
Can you mute yourself, please?
Yeah, and also I remember that was raining.
Yes. Andrew was released to them. They went to Andrew's house. They picked his Mercedes. They picked everything and they put Andrew in Toyota Hiace bus, white one. Harrison owns the Toyota Hiace bus. Now, question you should be asking yourself, what was Harrison's vehicle doing with the police? In this story alone, this is where Harrison destroyed himself. On this one, Harrison said he sent his men to Umuahia. In short, he even wrote a petition to Area 11, Zone 11 in Umuahia, Abia State. But Harrison did not make a post about the missing girls. When you hear that the suspect is being treated with soft hand and you've been hired to talk about the girls, why did Harrison did not make a post about these girls? And I don't want to ask questions. I investigate too. And I don't just investigate small, I go deeper. Now, Harrison is telling you now, when these officers collected Andrew, they took Andrew to his house. They picked his Mercedes Benz and they put Andrew in a van and the officers were driving the Mercedes Benz. All this is lie. Pure lie. When they released Andrew on the 21st, as they were about to release Andrew, Harrison has his informant. Those officers were waiting and they came in. IGO police said we should bring Andrew. When I challenged Harrison on Daddy Freeze, Harrison sent me this. Where is it again? Sent me the petition that they released Andrew with. Did not even mention Andrew's name. Now, Harrison is talking to Daddy Freeze now, and he's narrating these stories. And I am sitting in the UK. I am watching, and I'm asking myself a question. Why is this guy lying? At that point, I was not defending Andrew. But I've seen so much enough evidence from Harrison to know that something is wrong. And I said, what about if Andrew is right? What about if Andrew did not touch these girls? This is why I spoke out. Because Harrison is talking now. This interview was conducted around 11 p.m. on Daddy Freeze. And if this wall have ear, the wall would testify now. I was shouting while I was watching live. On the comment section, people were saying, arrest Ben. That Ben is part of it. I was just laughing. But let me just give you example of why this kind of people exist in our country. Is because we celebrate falsehood. Mr. President knows this. Your minister knows this. Your pastors that are telling you, they tell somebody to appear in toilet in Germany, they knows this. The one that are telling you they drop their flyer and flyer begin to speak in tongues, they know this. The one that are telling you somebody touch their leg and their cancer breast that they remove grow back, they know this. These are the stories that a chicken will reject it. A chicken will say, no, come on. I'm smarter than this. But these are the stories your influencers are telling you every day. They monetize your thinking. They replace it with zero logic. Now, Harrison was brought into the case on the 11th of May. Harrison did not post about this case. Even when Harrison said, I sent my staff to Umuahia and they were treating Andrew well, why did Harrison never post it? Ona no one know. We know why. But let's listen for one other revelation.
So they said they got somewhere along Benue State. The car stopped.
Now, where the story stopped from is that they left Andrew's house in Umuahia and they were going to Abuja. So they got to somewhere in Benue State. Another lie. You see, Andrew is my friend. When they release Andrew, he has his phone. He called me. He called other family members. He called other friends. So the record is straight. When they released Andrew in Umuahia, the IROT picked Andrew to his house. No Mercedes. His Mercedes was packed up in Umuahia police station on the 21st of May. I'm giving you dates. I'm giving you fact. Andrew was released to them. They took Andrew. They went to Aba, to Andrew's house. They told Andrew they were going to fly from Aba, but they need to go to his house just to check. They went to Andrew's house on a white van. Andrew's car was parked. The case file, Umuahia people pass over to the IRT officers, include Andrew license GUN. They did not put it in his Mercedes. They hand over them to these officers. These officers have the GUN in one of their helos. When they get to Andrew's house, Andrew picked up his clothes. These officers stayed with Andrew. They recorded the house. They do search. They were supposed to be going to Abuja. Now, Harrison is telling you now the officers left Umuahia and they went to Andrew's house, and then they started going to Abuja, and along the road. Why is Harrison not telling you that these officers stayed in hotels in Aba that night on the 21st? On the 22nd, they left Aba to Uyo. They stayed 2 nights in Uyo. Why is Harrison not telling you? Because Harrison did not know that Andrew is communicating to anybody. So Harrison at this point have no aware that somebody else have better information than him, direct information from the suspect. It was me. So Harrison was saying all of this on Daddy Freeze, not knowing that Mr. Ben know the joining traveling from Umuahia to Aba, to the hotel, Evergreen Hotel, to Uyo Hotel, to Benue. Ben knows about all of this. I have the record. I have a location. I have phone numbers of the officers. I have their faces, the video of them. I have it. Andrew was sending it. Andrew was sending the videos of these officers to me. Andrew was driving himself. Now, Harrison is telling you they handcuffed Andrew and put him in a van, and then the officers were driving his Mercedes. Harrison kidnapped the girls. Harrison kidnapped the girls. Harrison, Blessing, police officers, these are the people that do the conspiracy to kidnap. They are the one. And that's why he's working too hard. That's why he was working too hard. I want you to listen.
The way I refuse to start. So as now today that this guy has a pressure.
So when they were on the way in the Benue State, you see, Harrison has missed 5 days of record. And this is what Nigerian people did not know as of the time this information was coming out. When I was on my TikTok challenging it, they were on my page insulting me. The car stopped, and Andrew told the police his car has a facial recognition and fingerprint. Come on, guys. Now, Daddy Freeze is looking without talking. Daddy Freeze drive Ferrari. Daddy Freeze no car. Daddy Freeze drive a brand new Mercedes. Why do you think Daddy Freeze don't say, shut up, what are you talking about? What kind of car? Why do you think Daddy Freeze was just there nodding his head? Why? Or do you want to tell me Daddy Freeze is not smart? Do you want to tell me Daddy Freeze is not smart? He's not intelligent? No, he's intelligent. But he's paid to listen to this. He's paid to use his platform to echo this to the public. Now, the question you should be asking, who paid him? Hello? 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 Now, who paid Daddy Freeze to listen to this? That is the question you have to ask yourself. And why do you think Harrison is struggling? Listen.
Cognition and thumbprint or something or whatever. That is only what
You see, thumbprint or something or whatever. Just think about it. Think about this. Thumbprint or something or whatever. Just listen.
able to know how to operate it. So they brought Andrew down from the car and allowed him to enter the driver's seat to start the car. So he told him to open the bonnet. He opened the bonnet. He pressed something with his thumb. The car start and
Now, Daddy Freeze is claimed to be one of the most intelligent people in Nigeria. He challenged pastors. He talked about logic reasoning. He advocates for sanity. Why do you think Daddy Freeze is just sitting down there? At one point, he was yawning. You see, I put his face there so that if you watch this video, he will understand that he's a real disgrace. And this video, I have it. And the day I will see Daddy Freeze in the UK, he will get this confrontation from me. Why did you keep quiet? Who paid you to come and for Harrison to come and narrate this nonsense? Because they were trying everything to say Andrew did a crime, and I was doing everything to ask questions. Now, Andrew asked the officers to go and open the bonnet. The car has face recognition and fingerprint. The car stopped. They brought Andrew with a leg chain and a hand chain to come and look at the car and put a fingerprint. Andrew then asked officers to go and open the bonnet. Now, this can only be a fiction because this story is not making sense. But this is what you are condemning me for.
they told him to come down. He now entered the bus. The journey continues. So 1 hour after, the car still stopped on the way again. So they told him, okay, go and do what you did before. So he came down from the car. So the officer said, Andrew entered the car. One of his legs was outside. One leg was inside. Then the door was open. So he was standing by the door with him with gun, while another officer was at the driver's side, the outside, waiting for the car to start. So when the car started, Andrew told the officer, go and close the bonnet. So the officer left him by the door to go and close the bonnet. As he was closing the bonnet, Andrew accelerated and zoomed off. This was their story. They said the man took off, drove off, and he nearly hit the man. The officer said he jumped out of his way and he zoomed off. He could not,
use these.
use his geo.
Now, you've been listening since. Daddy Freeze talk now. Have you heard Daddy Freeze say anything since? The reason Daddy Freeze say use GUN because he was scared Harrison is going to measure the name G in the normal word. Daddy Freeze quickly jump in to use the normal language to tell the man GUN. Oh, I thought I saw my guy now. Logic man, I know how busy you are.
Hello, Ben.
Logic man, I know how busy you are, but quickly have your contribution, please. Are you listening to what I'm playing?
I'm listening. I just want to point out something to the audience as well. When Andrew said, when Harrison said the officer was in front of the car to close the bonnet of the car, and Andrew zoomed off, and the officer jumped up. That is impossible. If you are standing in front of a car trying to close the bonnet, and I'm on the driver's seat, and I'm trying to zoom on, there's no way you can escape that heat.
Especially at that close proximity.
Exactly. There's no way on earth you can avoid that heat. I was going to hit you. There's no way. That close, except you are standing by the side of the car, which is reasonable. You can say you can escape that. But if you are directly in front of the car and I zoom off, you know how car move now? It's between a split of a second. So there's no way human can escape that. So that point there to tell you that Harrison is a balanced and a pathological liar.
Hey.
He's just shot himself on the feet by saying that word. That is a balanced lie.
Hey. And the fact that the freeze kept quiet, it shocked me to my bone.
Yeah, because it's all, like you said, that the freeze has been paid to do that interview. It's just all of a cover-up. So he has the platform, so he's just trying to host the interview, and so that it will not look as if he didn't do anything about it. These are some of the points people should point out. When people speak, at least you'll be able to ask questions from what the person is saying, because this is practically impossible. It is practically impossible. There's no way you are going to explain that to any logical person.
This is the question I asked Nigerian police PRO. I asked them all these questions, and Mr. Ben, you are dragging us. This is very complicated. Now, did you see that Harrison did not mention police sleeping in the hotel? Not once. He said when they left Aba, they are heading to Abuja.
And another thing, Harrison claimed that Andrew was in cuff. So how do you expect someone that was handcuffed to escape? Because if you say there was a technical, maybe a mechanical error with the car, it's not just to talk fingerprint and the car will start. So even though the guy was with cuff and he sat at the driver's seat, how is he going to escape? How is he going to drive? Because definitely a high crime suspect like that will be chained on the leg, not even in the hands.
Again, which car? This is 2025. Which car in 2025 today? How many Mercedes-Benz have a fingerprint and face recognition? And Andrew's car is 2017 Mercedes.
No face recognition.
Not even a palm. Face. It's a car I've driven. It's a car I have driven. It's a diesel engine car. The car he bought in Germany and shipped.
There's a lot of conspiracy with this whole thing, because this guy just come up with all kind of lies, because Nigerians, they will not ask questions. All they want is justice. But when they tax someone that this person is evil, this person is this, all the Nigerian want is justice for that evil person, without even asking if this person is actually evil or if this person is innocent. And that's the danger of influencers, because influencers, they want to just tag you. Anybody can just come out and label you something, and Nigerians will just believe and tag you out. It is wrong, absolutely wrong. So we need a generation of people that can ask questions, not just accept anything they tell you. We can't just be accepting things. They have been lying to us for ages. Is it not time we start thinking with our brains and say, no, this cannot be possible? The other day, Wike came and said, you 39 billion. Which conference center cost 39 billion for renovation? They are not building from foundation to finish. Renovation. And no blogger, no influencer came out to challenge that.
What did they put inside? 39 billion is $25 million. Hey. And the president came out now and he said he has a schoolmate in 1979. And when we calculate the age of the man and 1979, the man was 10 years old in 1979.
So how can 10 years old be befriending a 50 years old man? Nigeria. Oh my God, what a country. We have a problem in our hands.
So when I'm listening to Harrison now, there's one thing that comes on my mind is that we are gone as a people. Now, we people like us are alien. We are just a rebel. We are just, look at, this guy is still posting, he's still buying, he's still making videos, live video. Last week he came out, a woman is accusing him, a woman that the husband was kidnapped, is accusing him of involvement. He was the one that said it from his own mouth.
Yeah. The one that even intrigues me most is using the IG's name to say the IG ordered for
Andrew transfer.
And the Nigerian police has not come out to debunk that alone. So where is the IG? Because to me, I feel the IG should be dragged as well.
IG was dragged, just as everything in Nigeria. IG knows that these people are. Harrison came out last week and said the officer who collected money from Andrew is dead.
That's another lie again to cover up the acts. That is another big lie again to cover that evil deed. Trying to eradicate evidence.
Evidence. Harrison, you can run, you can hide. I have got time on my hand. And by God's grace and the power of the universe, we will get to you.
And you know, Ben, let me shock you. You know, cases like Andrew, there are thousands of them happening in Nigeria.
Yes.
That is not even being published, or it doesn't even hit social media space.
Yes.
There are many like that.
The reason why this case is even, the reason why Nigerian police have never one day admit to the family of the girls that their daughter is missing is because they know the truth. They were not missing. The reason why Nigerian police have never accused Andrew, not once, is because they know this crime, Andrew has no hand in it. That is why they never come out. That is why they were begging me to come down.
Even aside that, let's be logical here. Andrew was arrested and was in the police custody for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Meanwhile, during that process, during that 2 weeks, there were contacts made with these girls by sending texts to track their phone.
Yes.
And that phone was pinging. Meanwhile, the suspect was in your custody.
The suspect is in the prison.
If the suspect was actually the culprit to kidnap those girls, why is that phone pinging? Why the suspect was still in your custody? Do you understand what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So it means the girls were somewhere.
This was
the police to admit that these girls were on self-kidnap tells you everything.
The police was certain. Let me shock you. When the federal government now got involved and the IG of police then sent officers from Abuja to go to Aba, when I begin to raise this allegation against the government, the British Embassy contacted them and they told the British Embassy that they should give them time. They now sent officers to Umuahia, to Aba. They interview Oracle, who initially arrested Andrew. They asked Oracle, why did you arrest Andrew? Now, because at this point, there are independent people that are involved. Why did you arrest Andrew? When Andrew was arrested at 3 a.m., they did not move Andrew straight away. They stayed in that house until 9 a.m. in the morning. Why? They are waiting for instruction. From who? One of the officers there told Andrew's cousin, we don't know why we are here. We are waiting for order. Andrew paid the police in Umuahia 600,000 for tracking. When the officers who picked Andrew up on the 21st, they also assured Andrew that they want to arrest Selina and Afiba. That is how they divert to Uyo, because they say the phone is pinging in Uyo. Meanwhile, they were looking for a place to tie this guy.
A quiet place.
A quiet place. And they were driving, harassing Sienna boss, white.
So tell me, how does a single individual involved in a case like this, driving his own personal bus, if there was no conspiracy?
When I told you guys last year that I will follow this case to the logical conclusion, I know what I'm doing. Now today, Andrew's family have launched a case in the court in Abuja. The British High Commission is involved. The family of Afiba and Celine have never been communicated to. Harrison has blocked all of them. Ask yourself one question. Forget about all the yeye story they told you about Andrew. Why do you think Harrison played this role that he played? Let's listen to more. Now, the second time, Andrew have finally driven off after fingerprint. Don't forget, Andrew is in a leg chain. It's in a hand chain, according to Harrison. Now, somebody with a leg chain.
That is the point. No.
Nigerians are funny. Somebody with a leg chain. How do you even justify? How are we even listening to this?
It's not adding up at all. The stories are not adding up.
And Daddy Freeze kept quiet, watching and nodding his head. And the comment, Ben, you are monster. Oh, Harrison, God bless you. Harrison, you are the best. And I was shaking my head. Listen.
So he took off. So they started making calls, calling different police units in Benue. But then that, like, the man driving a black Mercedes Benz is dangerous, and they should hold him anywhere they see him. And in that boot of that Mercedes Benz, Andrew's gun is in that boot, because it's an SUV they took from the station, from the other the station. His phone is in the boot. The gun is there. Some exhibit is in that boot. So Andrew drove off.
Did you just hear what you heard now? Andrew GUN is in the boot of the car.
So I think when he was driving, I think he missed them because the car, Mercedes-Benz, the speed is more than the Toyota Hiace bus.
So he's telling Daddy Freeze the speed is more than Mercedes-Benz. He's teaching Daddy Freeze about cars. Oh la la. He's teaching Daddy Freeze about cars. You see, now the story when I won't hear be that. Make with the cast and they go.
They said I think at the period where he was driving, I think he stopped somewhere, opened the boot, and get hold of his phone, and then started making calls, calling friends that he's escaping. I think he called one man named Ben.
So the police transfer Andrew, they pack his clothes, carry his GUN, the phone, his phone that they took from him, they put everything in the boot with battery, fully charged. Now, Harrison said, Andrew stopped on the road and called one man called Ben. Now me they talk.
Who came again to social media and said that Andrew called him when when he was escaping from the police video call that he was escaping, and he needs help and rest of them. And the man told him to surrender. Andrew refused. So the police said the checkpoint was mounted by the vigilante and the musician. So when they got to that,
so there's no police in Benue, it is vigilante in the afternoon.
That checkpoint, he saw the blockage, he stopped. So they pointed GUN on him to stop. And he tried to reverse back to turn to move. They now opened, FIRE on him. And that was how they instantly they did that.
They unlined him.
Yes, and they mobbed the car, they damaged the car. Then this guy who did this opened the car, trying to loot things from the car, opened the boot and grabbed Andrew's GUN, took Andrew's GUN, and they were dragging who is going to take this GUN. So why they're doing that, mistakenly their own GUN, exploded and hit one of them on the leg. Yes, and he one of them on the
What a bullock story.
At this point, that the freeze could not hold it anymore. That the freeze. This is the story. This is the story.
Leg, and that was what transpired. So the police there took that one to the hospital. The other team transporting Andrew were not on the scene, according to what they said. That they had to call them that this is where they are. They came there and met them and said, this is our suspect that we brought in from Umuahia to take him to Abuja. So that was how they took the other people that did the shoot. They did the Andrew stuff were arrested and detained. The other man was taken to the hospital, and that was what happened. Then they now took his remains to the morgue where he is. So
have you identified him?
No, I haven't. So at this point, I got a call when I posted about the story that these two guests were missing. Posted Andrew's picture. I got a call from somebody, a victim from Lagos, a girl who said January this year, Andrew invited him, sent him money for transport, went about to see him, and after Andrew, RAPE, yes, both through the two sides, the front and the back, and
you hear nonsense. You hear nonsense. They hear nonsense.
This is all makeup. Go ahead.
She was tied in the room, and a lot happened. The man went through his phone, deleted his chat. Then the last day, she spent 6 days in the house, tied. Every time, and after the 6 days, that night, that she noticed that the door, each time Andrew wants to sleep, the door will be locked. He will collect the key. But that night, the key for the door was not, he didn't collect the key. So when she now saw the key,
Logic man, do you think Nigerian people will have low IQ?
Yeah, 100%. Most of them.
We have serious low IQ. I'm not lying to you. And it's sad. Look at the rubbish that this guy is talking. They tie him for ground, and you come forget the key for inside, and you go inside, go to sleep. Then you go come out, connect the girl front and back. Go.
Now emotional stories to draw people's attention because they know they like emotional stuff. So it's just a way to paint this guy as a bad guy.
But they were not even doing it well.
You know, so when they give you that narrative that this guy is evil, you already have that notion in your head. So whatever they say, you agree with them. That is the game here.
And that's why he takes many days to build. He built that image already with graphic image of Rachel, which is, by the way, is doctored. And Rachel did not report to any police. Rachel did not report to anybody. Rachel did not have any hospital record, only to Harrison.
Just to Harrison.
Hey, Nigerians. May Nigeria not happen to you people, I swear.
She now, moved forward a little and opened the door and ran out. She said when she got to the gate, because that house, I went to the house yesterday. The house is, he lives, it's a rented apartment, but he lives in the duplex, while the other people live at the other side. So anything happens here, people cannot know. And he has a very big generator that makes noise in the compound. So when somebody shouts, you won't even hear if anybody is making noise in the compound. So when she got to the gate, he turned her back.
So Andrew looked like somebody that will have a generator that will even make one noise. This boy no get sense.
Andrew is a million.
If Andrew generator is working, you can sit down by it and be making phone call. By the way, Harrison stole that generator.
She saw Andrew, so she now faced the fence and jumped the fence. So in the video I shared, you see that she has
her leg.
Yeah, her leg was, the barbed wire, cut, something like that, and that was how she jumped into the next compound, until she escaped. So after she narrated it, I posted it. So the office investigating this case now called me from Abuja and said, please, can you bring this girl to come and make statement? I said, yes. So at that point, I got a call from Ghanaian, because I have some Ghanaian people following me on the matter, and I told me that, we heard that man was, GUN on the road, and
what did he say now? I have Ghanaian people following me. I now get a call from Ghanaian people. It was not Ghanaian people. It was Afiba's brother, Francis.
How did Rachel jump the fence, that high fence?
Rachel jumped the fence to the next fence, and the neighbor where they did no call police. The neighbor also chained her down.
Oh God.
No, the neighbor called the vigilante. You know how many times the vigilante is mentioned in this place? So the vigilante came and also chained Rachel down.
And they did not go to Andrew's house.
They did not go to Andrew's house.
Are you aware of it? I'm not aware of it. So when I get to Abuja, I will confirm. So when I got to Abuja, they now told me what transpired, how he was GUN on the road before when he was escaping, and the rest of them. So the guy gave them the statement. I said, oh, this was what happened. This was what happened. I said, it's fine. So from there, we had to come back. I said, no, I think I have to follow up this case to know what really happened. Because we started hearing rumors that maybe the officers were paid more.
This is a very important part that is coming now. I have to follow the case. Thank you, brother. I have to. He said, I'll talk to you later. He said, I have to follow the case. Now, what did he follow the case to do? Listen.
to allow the man escape, that the man is not dead, and but they showed me pictures and videos of when he was gone, when he was GUM. They showed me the pictures and videos, and the videos and pictures I saw was this man I am seeing on video and pictures. I will post about him.
Now, if you guys are watching on the YouTube, you will see that I purposely screen recorded this on that day. As of the time this story was being broadcast, 2,357 people was watching it on Daddy Free's Instagram page only. I'm not talking about the YouTube. As of the time the story was going, and I was capturing instant reaction of the people. And you can see on the comment section what people are saying. The majority of the people here knows that this story is not making sense, but they still believe it. They still listen to this guy. They are not asking questions like, Harrison, what is your own in this case? Why are you telling us this story? Where is the police to come and talk for themselves?
But I've not seen him lying down anywhere that this man is gone. So yes. So while we are doing that, I discovered that there's a disconnect between security people and the people, because most times people will not like to give police people information because of risk of being arrested or invited for questioning. People are scared to talk. So I posted on my page that if you have any information about the whereabouts of these two guests, please send me a DM or call me, and you'll be into the confidential. I got an intel from Abba who told me that they saw two people, two female, somewhere not far from Andrew's house, but the lonely area. That these people have been there for like 1 month plus.
He posted, first of all, he posted about Andrew, Rachel reach out. I'm a victim. Then he posted again about Abba people to contact him. And somebody reached out to him. On this one, he said from Abba. And the people said they saw two girls. Two girls, body somewhere near Andrew's house. The people confirmed that they saw two girls. Just keep listening.
People who are already, that there's no longer, yes, no longer, head is no longer there, 2 hands is not there, and 2 legs is not there. That is.
So the people saw two people that is already pie, no head, no hand. So the people saw it. And they are so afraid to tell anybody. They went back home. But how did the people saw it? And the people were able to take their time to check there is no head and no hand. But how? Keep listening.
As there's smelling everywhere and the rest of them. We should come and check and know. So I called the police. They said, okay, let them send the team to me. So
he called the police, and the police let them send a team to him. Not the police in Aba. Not the police in Owerri. Not the police in Port Harcourt. Police in Abuja. In a case that is in Aba, investigated, ongoing.
First today, we were there at the scene, searching everywhere, and we discovered one.
Harrison said, the person that called said two body smelling everywhere. They now got there, they were searching everywhere. They now find one body.
which we evacuated to the morgue, and we don't know if that body is for Celine or Afiba, but we are still searching for one again to last two.
Don't forget, the person that said they found body that called Harrison said 2 bodies were found and no head. The person, they say no head, no hand. When Harrison said he got there, he found 1 body. And he take the body to the mortuary. There's something coming.
But they told us it was 2 that they saw that day, but we didn't find one. We always found just 1. So we don't know who owns this thing until we run some medical checks and tests to carry out to know who, if it is for this or for for this person. And again, because I posted that this guy was shot, was SHOT, sorry. And
so for those of you guys on YouTube, you can see his body language. Can you guys sense the body language of this guy?
He was gone. So people were saying that maybe they paid people, some police officers, to just say that he has escaped. So for me, I needed to verify. So I told them, no, I've talked about this thing, that this man, people said that this man is gone. I need to verify about it. They said, and I said, yes, I need to. Anywhere he is, I need to see him with my 2 eyes. Make a video of him and ask people who have met the victims. Is this the man? Is this the same Andrew that they said, yes, I can do that. I said, okay, fine. So this evening I left Aba, turning down to Benue State. So currently I'm in Otokpo in Benue State. And this morning we'll be going. I'm not only going to the morgue to go and verify. I'm going to the crime scene. Where did it happen? I'm going to ask questions to know what happened. Who did this to this man? I'm going to ask, because this man is now gone. He can't tell us if he's gone according to what he said. There is no.
Now, who in their right senses will hear a story like this? This is fabrication. 2 bodies were found. Somebody called from Aba. Later, Harrison changed it that the person called from abroad. The body was seen. The person confirmed no head, no hand, 2. And they are women. The person keep quiet for 30 days. So the person saw the body in a wrap cotton. The person opened it. They checked the head and hand. They wrap it back and went back to their houses. This is the story. You see why I put Daddy Free's face there? I want you people to know who is influencing Una in Nigeria. I want you to know who is using their platform to destroy Una. Harrison said 2 bodies found. When he get there, as the person see the body, they went back to their house and they went to carry their calendar. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. And they only call because Harrison post. They only call because Harrison posted. See why they want to cancel this platform. This is 1 year now. Harrison is still posting. He's still fabricating lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. And his followers are still there worshiping him. Just on YouTube, just check his face out. And if you want to watch the video directly without interruption, I also posted this on TikTok. It's there. Daddy Freeze, who paid you? I can tell you categorically today that those girls are alive. They're hiding. They did it for money. They should come out and carry their cross. I don't believe 1 minute that those girls are dead. There's no evidence to suggest that. Zero evidence. Not from the police, not from this nonsense you are hearing. The only person that we can confirm is Andrew. This is Harrison for you. And that's why I target Harrison and some Nigerian police plus Blessing are the ones that kidnap Afiba and Selin to collect money from Andrew. Hear the story. Nothing but that's the truth. Harrison have already told us that one of the officers that collected money from Andrew has been deleted in Anambra for operation. I pray Nigerian police should not delete Harrison, because they may delete him. And when they delete him, they will put this case on his head. You should better confess now. Blessing have run away. Harrison is still doing content. Just a couple of days ago, Harrison posted this. He said, Onyoshi. Onyoshi. Five days ago, Harrison posted, if you have noticed, I have been silent regarding kidnapping in Delta State. It is because I had grown weary of posting about these incidents. A woman whose husband was kidnapped accused me of exploiting the situation for content. Some individual alleged that we are falsifying the cases we report. I'm not the one talking, it's Harrison. That a woman who he was helping said Harrison is using the case for content. I have come on this platform and I told you guys that Harrison is a kidnapper. When I tell you a joke, I joke. They conveyed a meeting to take me and my colleagues down. Marvin Modi and Victor Oja, Wingbox, Nigeria, we did all we did for the people. This has prompted me to discontinue accompanying security personnel on operation in the bush. I am not ignoring those who reach out to me, but I deem it necessary to take a temporary absence from security-related issues. I pray that one day we will come to realize how close these perpetrators are to us. Harrison, we've already realized you are one of them. In short, you are the headquarter of these perpetrators. If you go on his page, his content is based on emotion, lies, fabrications. And this is what Nigerians. He has 273,000 people following him on Instagram. And he called himself a human right. Harrison is Onyoshi. Harrison did all of that for money. Truth is not cost. We just don't have people that are willing to speak it. I have received personal attack, insult, abused, but I'm still standing.
Tell us where the whereabouts of these two victims. And again, it's not alone, because now, sorry, at the scene where we saw that, the something at that scene, the cutting used in wrapping that stuff is this exact cutting missing in Andrew's house. Because in Andrew's house, where they went to search, when we got there, we saw that two curtains are missing. So the curtain used in wrapping that body is the same curtain that left Andrew's house. The same curtain that left Andrew's house.
So Andrew pied two girls, remove his own house curtain, take and wrap two girls, go put them inside bush near his house. Another person come waka go see the curtain where they wrap. The person come open them, check and say no head, no hand. The person come wrap them back, come return back to his house and stay in his house and begin to count the day and count up to 30 days. And the person only called Harrison when Harrison posted. The whole of the community no smell anything for 30 days. Two body. Harrison said, when I arrived there, now only one body. If this case did not involve my friend, I will still analyze it like this. Now, how many of you can now sit down now with all you've heard so much and say, Andrew did it? None of you, except you are a devil. Did what? Andrew actually did what? I have the video that Harrison was trying to hide from the public. It was a cow that Harrison presented. Cow carcass. A cow carcass. That was what Harrison presented. He was hiding the video. He blurred it so you couldn't see anything. But I have to do my investigation. And I got the original video. I still have it. I still have the original video. It was a carcass. When Harrison contacted Celine family and said they should come and identify the body, the father of Celine went to the hospital. When he got there, they give him a picture. The man said, let me see the thing. Now picture they show the man. Ask yourself why Harrison did all of this. Why? You may hate me, oh. The more you hate me, the more you are inviting karma into your life. Because I no wrong you. I no partake in any crime. I'm only investigating fact. Because when this case happened, many of you guys did not listen. People just jump into conclusion. I listened, I watched, and I knew something was wrong. And because of me, Harrison could not deliver this fake carcass to the family. Because of me, because this is what Harrison wanted to do. Harrison wanted to give this body to Celine family. They rejected it. The same Harrison called Celine Afiba's family in Ghana and tell them to accept this body. Harrison is the one calling family, not the police. Harrison is the one locating body inside bush. Harrison was the one identifying Andrew's corpse in Benue. Harrison was the one searching Andrew's house, removing his property. Yes, thank you, my sister. And because of people like you who supported the truth from the beginning. Because of me, because of this platform, because of my voice, Harrison could not accomplish his mission. Harrison may have been succeeded in looting Andrew's property and homes. I am still here. 1 year later, I am still asking the same questions. The same question I'm asking.
People about it, I show the compare it together, and people even interior decorators were saying that these two curtains are the same. There's no difference in these two curtains. Yeah. So that's it for now.
Harrison, thank you so much. Thank you so much for updating us.
Thank you.
We would like to know the continuation of this. I would like to invite you again tomorrow if there's any update. So Nigeria and the Nigerian citizenry can not only be aware of the workings of this kind of people, but also so that our women may be aware of what could happen to them.
Now, this is where Daddy Freeze earned his money. Daddy Freeze have heard this rubbish now for almost 1 hour plus. Daddy Freeze is now endorsing it now. In all of this, no one question did Daddy Freeze ask. No.
They go and meet people they met online.
Now, he's now endorsing it. And on the comment section, God bless you. Thank you, Harrison. You are the hero. Arrest Ben. Arrest Ben. Arrest Ben. Some people would have commented here now. They don't pie now. Some of them don't pie. Some of them, Nigeria has happened to them already. Between that 1 year to today. Because when I go put on a mouth to an innocent person, and for Daddy Freeze, you can never escape me. You can never escape me. You mess with the wrong person. For you to collect money to allow this rubbish on your platform, I'll clean you up. I will. So when I talk about Mr. President lying, your pastors lying, your influencers lying, very dark man lying, this is it. Somebody told me yesterday, Mr. Ben, you have all this evidence. Why don't you invite VDM? VDM. I am trying to prevent something like this happening through VDM. Because the way una they worship VDM now, if VDM point out on anybody, una feel go stone the person. No. Una go stone the person. That's how dangerous these people have become. They call themselves influencers. Now, as you watch this video, just know why you watch it. One question you should ask yourself, Haba, what kind of a human being I am? See his face. Look at his face. I investigate. A thorough investigation. And I can tell you categorically that Harrison is involved in kidnapping of Selena and Afiba. Blessing is involved. Afiba and Celine may be involved in kidnapping of themselves. Andu presented as a rich man, and that's what they wanted. Harrison said that the day Andu was paid, 100 million left Andu's account. Over 80 to 100 million left Andu's account. To who? Why is the police not talking? You don't even understand the danger of Harrison. If you know what I know about this guy, if you know what I know about this guy, yes, whose 100 million? Who took money from Andu's account? The 1.5 million I said Andu transferred to police officer in Uyo, Harrison went to collect it in cash. It was the same officers that came on the 21st to collect Andrew from Umahia. At the same officer, Harrison went back to Aba on the 3rd of June to go and identify the body. It was the same officer Harrison traveled with to Benue. To go to the mortuary and ask the mortuary to bring Andrew's body out so he can make a video and share it to his followers. His wicked follower, evil-minded people, to celebrate an innocent man's death. And the mortuary bring it out. Just think about it. Oh. I'm writing a book about this case. A whole book. So I can document the demise of Nigerians and their gullible. A whole book. And I will launch it soon. So I can document it. For history. May Nigeria not happen to you. But if you have got to this level of watching all of this and you still, in your mind, you still believe there's any justice here, then Nigeria will certainly happen to you. I thank you guys for joining. Once again, my name is Ben. I am your humble blogger. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much, Professor Promise. Much appreciated. Thank you. And for those of you guys on YouTube, thank you. The video is there. And for those of you guys that join me on Twitch, thank you. TikTokers, thank you. Now, whenever you come on my platform and you see that I attack very dark man, it's because when somebody show you a little bit of their bad side, think about the one they are not showing you. Thank you.